Hi guys, welcome to How To with Christy. We're continuing our garden series, and what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be going over a couple of things in this video. First is how to find your frost dates, and second is I'm going to show you another app that I use to really keep track of when to start seeds inside, when to harvest them, so to speak, or transplant them, and when to sow or plant in directly in your outside garden. Now, the first thing that I go over is your frost dates, because that's almanac.com, and I'll put a link in the description so you can find it easier. And pretty much all you do, you put in your zip code, and it'll pull up this really simple table. It'll tell you your the nearest climate station, which should be within 10 miles, and it'll give you your last spring frost and your first fall frost, and then it'll give you how many days your growing season is. Now, if you remember in my How to Start Seedlings tutorial, we talk about the frost dates and how soon some of these can be planted. Some of these seeds can be planted and started when you should start it. And it always talks about the last frost date. Well, this is how to find it. 6 to 8 weeks. There are so many apps that kind of take the guesswork out of things and just kind of hold your hand and walk you through it. My belief is to know why you're doing it, to kind of know the long way to do it, so that just in case something happens and you don't happen to have an app to help you, then you'll already know and you can still do it. So when they talk about the 6 to 8 weeks, planting 6 to 8 weeks before the frost date, my last frost date for my area is May 7th. That's the last spring frost. And so why that's important, it would be safe to transplant all of your stuff outside, all of your seedlings outside, because most of the packaging will say 6 to 8 weeks before the last frost date. Now, this isn't exact. You could run into some issues where you plant yourself outside, and all of a sudden you get this frost warning. What you 2 days later, you just want to find something to cover your plants with to protect them from that frost. So with that said, now we're going to go over the app that I use to help me with when to plant. Just a quick glance on when to plant some stuff, and I will let you know what to plant, because you guys might be planting something different than me, and I'll just give you a reminder since we're coming up on March. There are certain plants and stuff that need to be planted or started March 1st. So, and now if you look at the information, you have a pink bar, an orange bar, and a purple bar. And I should go over the app first. This app is called Planter, and you can use a free version, but you get a lot more information, and it's a lot more helpful if you do the paid version. Now, usually I don't pay for apps, but this one is $13 a year, and it gives you everything that you need. So I feel it's well worth it. To give you guys a March 1st, you're going to want to start chives reminder inside, I guess. So leeks can be started inside now. Onions can be started inside. Shallots can be started inside. Broccoli can be started inside. Now, this is all from March 1st. Cabbage can be started inside. If you're planting flowers, echinacea can be started inside. Arugula can be started inside. Catnip can be started inside. Now some of these I will be starting inside on March 1st, and I'll post a video on that too. Lavender can be started inside. Marjoram and mint can be started inside. Parsley, which we've already done. Sage can be started inside. Eggplant can be started inside. Peppers can be started inside. Artichokes and celery can be started inside. Now your root vegetables, carrots, sweet potatoes, russet potatoes, turnips, those kind of things that grow actually in the ground, that grow down instead of up. Those you don't generally start inside. You plant them in your garden. There's a couple of them that can be started inside, but so there's all that. I will also put a list of your March 1st starters in the comments or in the description. I was wanting to show you a little bit about this app called Planter. Now I know you can't see it really well, but the Planter is just that. When you click on it, it'll give you it'll open up into the last screen that you used. Now there is a free version, but this is also, in order to get all of these features that I'm going to be showing you, it's $13 a year, which is not bad. So much useful information in here. I feel that it's worth it. Now, when you click on this little icon down here called Gardens, you'll see you just click that, and you can go through the smallest you could do is 1 foot. 1 foot by 1 foot. So that doesn't, you can make it work for your starters, but it'll give you a quick view of, what you've got planted. So I've already got a test thing done. You'll have to name your garden and pick how big your garden is, basically. So we have a test garden, and as you can see here, I only had 1 by 1, and I put in leeks. Now to do that, to add plants to your garden, you're going to want to click that little button down there that says add plants, and then you just hold it and you drag it. Simple as that. Now I've got garlic in there. So then you go back and you click on the plants, the little plants icon down here, and I'll have other pictures up here to show you clearer. Now if you just single click on it, it'll give you, the flowering, what it looks like. It'll give you different types. You can go through here and you can see all the different pictures. It'll give you the category. It'll give you a little information about the plant or the herb, vegetable, whatever you're clicking on. Then down here is really useful. It'll give you the spacing that you need, the depth, the sun. It gives you all this information. Plus it'll give you how we saw on in the other video where it was telling you when to plant it. You've got that right here. And it's just absolutely, it just gives you all the information that you need at your fingertips. And then the next tab down here is calendar. That's where I was getting all my information about when to plant each thing. And then it'll give you that legend down here. And then if you click on guide, it'll give you, you scroll through here and it'll give you a quick guide on certain things. How to grow artichoke, plan your spice garden. It's pretty informative. And then if you click on more, you have seed box, diseases, pests, and beneficial creatures. And your seed box is pretty much your seed inventory, what you have, how much you have, and all that kind of stuff. So if you click on the cauliflower, This is the cauliflower that we just recently planted, and it says a full packet. Now you can edit this and say, you know what, I used half the packet. So if you put half, then it'll show up there. You can put notes down here. And then, you know, diseases. These are common diseases that happen in your garden. And if you click on, you know, I clicked on root rot, and it shows you what plants can get it. It'll tell you how to identify it. It'll tell you how to prevent it from happening. It'll just give you all these different, you know, this different information about the different diseases. Then you have pests, what kind of pests each plant attracts. And if we click on one of them, it'll show you the plants affected, how to identify it. It gives you a picture of it, how they can damage it, and prevention. So, you know, that's pretty cool. And then last but not least are beneficial creatures. This will give you all of the creatures that are beneficial to your plants. Now let's go with the obvious one, bees. These are, it'll give you all the plants, all the things that they benefit. It'll tell you the common species. It'll tell you why they're important. It'll tell you how to identify them and how to attract them so that it'll benefit your garden. That's pretty much all about this app that, you know, it's just amazing. Just like with Farm Your Yard, this app I use in conjunction, and it's absolutely amazing. It just gives you all the information. It's kind of no thinker. But like I said at the beginning, if you know longhand what to do, then if for some reason, you know, maybe the app goes down or maybe you can't pay for it, then you're still able to garden. So that's my like and subscribe if you're liking the content. Ring that bell to get updated on new videos, and happy gardening.